Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, today is a book review. It's a very amazing book written by an author who I spoke about him in the last few videos. Uh, Basically, he's the same author who have written about the book called The Seven Steps of Success in Deen Dunya. Basically, he has written another book which is called, you guys can see it, okay, Deen Dunya Dilemma. Is by Maruf Yusuf, the same person who has written that book, and he has written another book also. An entrepreneur guy, an author also now, and he's a, he's also into social media. He has his own YouTube channel also. You can search around, and he has started a new series called the 99 Names of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Watch that; it's very amazing, and it's in a very from the video aspect, he explains it very well, as well as he shows the images on the videos in a very amazing way. So this book, Deen Dunya Dilemma. Now the thing is that this is a common thing where people among the Muslims talk about, like Deen Dunya, take it together and balance. You should balance the thing. But to be honest, people don't know. Muslims do not know exactly what is the Deen Dunya is all about. To be honest, it's I'm telling in a very blunt way. I'm not being offensive and rude to you all, but I'm just telling it's a truth fact. We have to be truth, and we have to be on the same page, to be honest. So that Deen Dunya stuff and all that. But if we just get into the depth, analyze, understand the thing, that's not what it is. What we all think about it, actually. The Deen Dunya is actually a very different thing. Like what we think, or what the perception we have in our mind. That's the thing. Well, obviously, to learn about and understand the Deen and Dunya, world and religion, if you just translate in a simple way, well, you need to go to get into the core subjects like Quran and Hadith, Quran and Sunnah. But then, there are also quite a lot of books that have been explained in a very well about what the Deen Dunya is all about and how it kind of gets along with it very well. But one of very interesting book written by Maruf Yusuf about Deen Dunya Dilemma. I mean, the same thing he was going through, the same thing about regarding definition, how is it and how it affects our life, everything. He going through all the experiences he had. He has put everything in that book, and he has explained in a very amazing way, in a beautiful way, explained about it. Now, the people think about the Deen Dunya is completely a separate entity, which has no interrelation or interlink at all. Not only from the concept, even from their own deeds. I mean, their own action that shows. But that's not the case. This is where he explains it very well that these are actually interrelated to each other very well, in a very strong, in a firm way. Actually, that's what he explains in this way. And in that book, he has explained in a very simple way. Now, in the previous book, when he wrote about the 7 steps of success in Deen, his more focus was on the professional aspect. I mean, like entrepreneurship or those who are into professional life. He explained about it. But in this book, Deen Dunya Dilemma, he goes beyond that actually. He goes throughout a person's life. How does a person should live a life in the Deen and Dunya way and all. And one part is obviously entrepreneurship, or the professional work is a part of it. But overall, he explains it from the beginning till the end. I mean, now if you go through the book, actually, he goes on with explaining from the basic aspects of the human, like the body, the mind, the heart, the soul. These are 4 aspects of human beings. Every human being have that. Then he goes on to the purpose, the passion, the pathway, the prosperity, and then the peace. So, starting from the body, from all the 4 aspects, going to the other next 5 aspects over there. So he interlinks the human being with the purpose of this life. So And when he interlinks with it, actually, then he goes to a next level. Actually, it's not that we have all this four stuff with us. Everyone being having those four stuff is only for this worldly aspect. Then he interlinks with the world and as well as the hereafter. That is the akhira. He tried to interconnect with all those things, you know. So when he explains it, so it is simultaneously explaining in a from a human being, a world and akhira and the hereafter, everything. It interlinks actually. He does not show any disconnection at all, and that's what he's trying to explain, and that's what is actually it is, that we all of us having those four things in ourselves: body, mind, heart, and and the soul. With what we do with it actually, why have we have been given by this thing. So this is where he explains the purpose. He explains how to go by, what do you really need to do, all the stuff. He goes in a very core psychological aspect actually, to be honest. I mean, this guy is an entrepreneurship, but he is also a very good psychologist as well. I mean, he goes in the very deep depth of the psychology and the depth of the mind and heart, going to core intentions. And that's what he goes into it. And there's where one really need to understand from that perspective, from that aspect actually, and all. So this and a way he explains it in a very interesting way. I will give you a clue and hint, but I'll not go into deep. Okay, he compares a human being with a car. How is it? How does a car work? I mean, respecting the how a human being works. So I will not go into detail. You need to buy that book. You need to read that book. Actually, I bought it in the online. I mean, I have the soft copy of it. People of you can buy a hard copy of that thing. So this is the book actually which gives us a clear understanding about the Deen and Dunya stuff. I mean, this is one of the most important book he has written, where one really needs to understand and understand the purpose behind of this Deen Dunya self actually, and then tries to connect our own self with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually. That's how. And how the way he does it, he explains in a very beautiful way, in such a way that you really love to enjoy reading this, understanding the whole stuff. I mean, that's I really love reading this book. I mean, I really enjoyed reading this book actually. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him, bless Maruf Yusuf for writing this wonderful book. And also he's doing a very wonderful work in the entrepreneurship from the social media, and he started off the 19 Names of Allah, the series. I mean, just like I've said, and mashallah, he's doing very well. And this book also, I would recommend everyone, all of you all, to buy this book, either hard copy or soft copy, and go through and read this book, and while reading this thing, this is going to change your perception about the Deen Dunya and all that. He clearly he makes a clear concept. I mean, he explains the concept in such a clear way that I mean, there won't be any misunderstanding about the Deen Dunya Dilma. I mean, our perception, what we think about, will completely change actually, and all, and that will help us to transform our own self into a better person. And irrespective of whatever profession background we have actually, and all, but irrespective, and using that profession as a part of it, this can be used as a vehicle to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this dunya, in this world, as well as the hereafter, that is akhirah also. That's the thing. So my recommend to please read this book and read and enjoy. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to it, and any comment, please comment down. Take care. Inshallah, I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.